Okay, y'all, so come back to another one of my videos. So I'm just kind of like sharing an update on my life so far. There's a few things I want to share with you. Currently, I'm trying to, right now I feel like I'm trying to fix my life, make it a bit better. Spain just won the World Cup, so it's made my day. I mean, they won like 2-3 days ago now, but I'm so happy because I'm a huge football fan and I was a Ronaldo fan and not really a Messi fan. I'm so glad Argentina didn't get through they got through to the final, but when it came to playing a good team, they couldn't play against a good team. That just shows you how shit they are. But if you talk about a Messi hater, I'm probably the biggest Argentina Messi hater you could ever find. Trust me. Their team played shit, and I'm glad Spain won. They deserved it, totally deserved it. They beat France and Portugal though, which is kind of sad, because I really wanted them to win, but my last hope was in Spain, so I'm glad they saved football. They saved the meaning of football, so I'm glad. So far, I just feel like I'm coping with stuff that's happening in my life. I had a meeting with one of my managers and I was crying halfway through my work, and halfway through the meeting when she was talking about me being on my phone doing work and all that, and she didn't give a shit. And ever since then I just don't want to work for her or work for the company, but you know, it's hard to get a job these days, so still looking to get a job, probably hopefully move on from that job, because that job is fucking shit, as I said. Just my battery percentage went on again. Need to get a new phone as well, because my phone has shut down on me twice and I had to pay 50 quid first and I had to pay 40 quid, so yeah, by the time I get a new phone. But other than that, obviously I went to Wales myself to meet a friend, and I went to Portugal with my friend this year, hoping to go to Spain, but I'm not sure who I'd go with. Malta, I'm hoping to go with my mom and my little brother. I'm gonna ask my friend one last time if she wants to come with me to Spain, but I think the chances of her saying no is pretty high. But either way, I love to travel, so I'm gonna try and do my best to. If no one wants to come with me, I'll go myself. Just wanted to say that it's kind of weird, like sometimes I like to have my own space, but then when you have your own space for a while, it feels, as an introvert extrovert, like I do talk to people, like I can start conversations with random people, and like I just do. Like when I went to the airport to go to Wales, I was talking to these people that are working at a cafe. Ended up in the end I received free food. Like that's what talking to people does to you. Like not every time, but turns out these people were from the same country I was in, so we both speak the same language. So I'm so glad I met these people. Hopefully meet them again when I go to Spain. But yeah, I wanted somebody to come to Spain with me. I don't want to really go myself because I'm not sure if I'd make friends or not, but I'm hoping to stay at a hostel, that way I can make friends there. But update on the Portuguese guy I was going it with, sort of. When I was in Portugal, I went with a guy who is Portuguese English. It was my first date actually. I've never been on a date. I've never had a first kiss. I'm at first kiss with him. And he's like Portuguese English. We met when I went to go kayaking in Albufeira. Not Albufeira, sorry. It was in Carvoeira in Portugal. It was in Algarve, and I saw him and he saw me, and it was like what would I say? It was like more like love at first sight, kind of, because we were just both making eye contact at each other, and then I met him, I spent a day with him, I slept with him. I didn't really do anything much after that, but I've made out with him up, but I never really, fucked him, if that's what you want to say. I wouldn't really personally do that for anybody at this point right now, and I'm not thinking of it anytime soon either, but we spoke to each other online for a few weeks, not even a month I don't think, and he decided to ghost me, and then I just stopped texting him. I texted him once saying, oh yeah, hey, good morning, and I said, you're right, and then he never texted me for that either, so I just gave up and I didn't bother texting him again, because some days I've got set my standards high, and if he ever dares text me back again, I'll just be like, I have my answer for that. But so far, I've got no friends right now that want to hang out with me. I've still got my best friend who I'm going to go to a concert with in August, but that's the only time we're going to see each other. I don't know what she's doing right now, but she said she'll find a way to make some money over summer, so maybe she's doing something to grind for that money, I don't know. But we're going to go to a concert soon to see Calvin Harris. That's all I know that we're doing. We were supposed to go to a rave on July, but it didn't end up happening because she wasn't feeling well, and she had my ticket as well, so that way I wasn't able to go, she wasn't able to go, so we both just ended up not going, which is kind of sad, but I didn't really want to go anyway, because this year I'm 20 now, I'm officially an adult, so I wanted to not smoke, not do any drugs, but I would still drink. Drinking is the only thing I feel like I would do, but other than that, I'm not gonna smoke, I'm not gonna do any drugs. I don't think that's something I want to do in the future, and it's my personal choice. But yeah, I'm just kind of like, what do I say? I don't get along well with my family. Currently feeling a bit lonely because obviously I don't not really speak to my friend much. I've not seen her for over 2 months now because I've usually just been focused on my work, and she's not really said anything about hanging out anytime soon except from the concert. I've lost the guy the only guy I actually fell in love with, and my first love was basically him. I never went on a date with any guy, I don't think, except from him. He was at my first date, and it feels bad. It feels really bad knowing that I'm not probably ever going to speak to him again. He's still on my Instagram and he still follows me for some reason, but if I were me, I wouldn't keep me as a second option. That's kind of disrespectful, and I wouldn't accept him now if he's even messaged me, because I've set my standards high, and I know I should have never let him in my life, but I did. My biggest mistake was hanging out with him when I was supposed to hang out with my friend on the last day of our holiday. And I think that's the biggest mistake I did, and I still can't forgive myself for that. But I've learned from my mistake, and I don't think I'm gonna do that again. But apart from that, that's just kind of how life's going. I need to change my work. I need to focus on myself a bit, but I also need to focus on socializing a bit more, building myself up. I've learned to manage my money a bit, because this month I've only spent £187. I usually spend 600 or 500, so I'm actually glad I've learned to spend my money a bit more wisely. But other than that, that's kind of it for right now, and I'll update you on how my life's going by the end of this year. But that's it for now.